What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Lucid. Today is a special day because you get a double feature, 2 Lucid videos, only because Lucid put out something after hours that I feel like I need to really break it down and explain. So I want to go over all the things you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So for those of you that have been following my Lucid content, pretty much tail end of 2024, I mentioned that Lucid will be needing more money tail end of Q3, if not early Q4. And lo and behold, here we are. Even in my earlier video, I said that they will be needing money this month. So very convenient timing that they did submit something after hours. So they are going to be doing a convertible note, or at least proposing that. And so I wanted to break it down only because I see a lot of people online asking AI what this does truly mean. So I wanted to, again, break it down for you. So ultimately, it is going to be a 2031 note, 875 million. And it does show that the initial purchasers have a option to purchase a additional 100 million. So they have roughly about 13 days to do that. And we all know the initial purchasers is the PIF. So good stuff. It does show right here that they intend on using a portion of this to pay off the 2026 note. So in case you are new to Lucid, there's ultimately a 2026 note that's coming due. They have a 2030 note and now a 2031 note. 2030 note was done last year. They did take, I think it was about 1.1 billion of that note to pay off the 2026 note. Last earnings did show roughly around, I think it's 900 million left over. So even if they wanted to, they can't fully pay this, the 2026 note off, which is rather unfortunate. And just coming from, I guess, a financial standpoint, especially given my kind of where I work and what I do, this isn't usually the best sign whenever you're getting debt to pay off another thing. It's kind of just passing the buck. But I think given Lucid and what they are doing, it's needed. But like I said, a lot of people are asking AI, just throwing this in there. And of course, AI is just saying, yeah, it's a good plan. It's better than dilution, which I guess arguably is good, I guess, depending on how you see things. But nonetheless, there's a couple of things I wanted to break it down on this that a lot of people do not know, that AI won't really bring up, and that is a capped call. So at the very bottom right down here, it kind of mentions how there is going to be a 8K. So additional information is going to be in that 8K. Unfortunately, Lucid did not put out any 8K whatsoever. So it would have been advantageous if they actually did what they said they were going to do, but nonetheless, most likely it's just they missed the timing to submit it, and so most likely it'll be submitted tomorrow. So when it comes down to that 8K, that is going to have the gold mine type of data that AI will not be telling you about, and that is something called a capped call. A lot of companies do convertible notes, and in fact, a lot of my other YouTube channels, I actually target and call out companies that do convertible notes that it's pretty much naked. And those are stocks that, like, it's an easy gold mine for shorts. And probably this is why shorts are all over Lucid consistently. And it's just because Lucid is starting to do more and more of these kind of convertible products. So they have the preferred stock, which in my opinion is that poison pill, and then they have more and more notes. So in general, this is kind of meeting the criteria that I call out on other YouTube channels to kind of short. So not saying I short Lucid because I never have, but just maybe that is some explanation on why shorts consistently stick around Lucid. But nonetheless, when it comes down to convertible notes, some companies kind of pay the premium and do a covered or a capped call. So capped call is ultimately you pay a premium and it does limit the amount of dilution. It's essentially a option, so it is just a straight call, but how it works with the convertible notes is it does limit the amount of dilution. Why companies don't do that is because the premium is kind of high. So again, some companies don't actually fork over that premium, but they're opening themselves up for significant dilution, and it's just unfortunate, right? So in general, based on this actual PR, it does not state whatsoever that they did a capped call. It is fair to assume that they probably will, because their last one in 2024 they did, but they paid like I said, a pretty high premium. So this is where I was really wanting to look at that 8K just to see if it's kind of listed there, but that is going to be something that is a big deal. And I've already had some people ask me on Twitter whether this is good or bad. And I think generally, given the circumstances, like Lucid needed money, and this is the worst, kind of the lesser of two evils, straight dilution or just getting debt. But like I said, there's a big asterisk. If they did not get a capped call on this note, you can almost guarantee shorts are going to pounce all over this. And regrettably, they are going to not stop. So that is going to be the very big deal. And so, like I said, I already have some people asking me if this is good or bad. It is technically the lesser of two evils, but if they did not get a capped call, this is horrific and most likely is going to result in Lucid going down significantly over the foreseeable future and will really be a natural deterrent against companies willing to invest. And one stock that I love to call out on a couple other things is this right here. So this is the type of price action you can expect if you do a lot of notes and don't have like capped calls. So even looking right over here, all of these kind of prospectuses, this one right here, here, this is all the notes that they are doing. And then we also have another one, which is in the AI kind of field. And this, like, they kind of had some good hype, but generally this is kind of what you can expect technically whenever you rely on notes or convertible products without a capped call. So definitely that is going to be the deal breaker for Lucid, whether that is on there or not. And that again is something that AI will not tell you about. So let me know your thoughts on Lucid. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing, if you are looking for some solid buy signals, pop over to my Patreon. I put out daily day trades, numerous swing trades. Worthwhile to pop over there and check that out. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.